Welcome to SurfX Technologies here at Semicon West. Delighted to be joined by Alan Vucetic. Nice to see you again, Alan.
Good to see you again, Trevor.
Okay.
I love your fashion sense, by the way.
Well, it's not bad. You know, I mean, I think my suit's a little bit newer than yours because it's a bit brighter, but
Yeah.
but yeah, we're both got good taste.
Exactly. I'm glad we called each other last night to
There you
coordinate.
go. So anyway, looking at SurfX, of course, you've got a very exciting plasma technology, which is fairly unique in the market because it likes to use argon gas.
Correct.
Which is much more plentiful, easier to get, etc.
Yeah.
What sort of developments have we had recently since we last spoke?
Well, since we last spoke, a lot of things are very similar, but the major difference is we're definitely pushing the gas pedal on a lot of applications. So we've just seen more volume and more interest in high volume applications, in high volume manufacturing applications.
Okay.
We're replacing a lot of competitor systems such as vacuum plasma systems, which we're always really excited about.
Right.
We feel we have an edge in some arenas against vacuum systems in terms of process control and also throughput.
Yeah.
So it's really exciting to see that kind of growth.
Yeah, I mean everything's driven by data these days, so people need traceability. They need to be able to be able to see what's going on. So I mean that makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
You mentioned that you're going into the high volume market. You know, you're assisted by or part of the Mycronic stable in some respects.
Yeah.
Are they been able to help you to adjust to the high volume side with loaders and unloaders and automation?
Yeah, the partnership with Mycronic, the whole idea was to be able to collaborate. They obviously have a large footprint in terms of automation with their subsidiary AXXON, which is one of our sister companies, as well as in the coating and dispensing space. And a lot of those things go hand in hand with plasma. So if you're doing coating, if you're doing dispensing, or any type of bonding, then a pre-treatment step is probably going to be beneficial. And for a lot of industries, especially here at Semicon, then plasma is definitely going to be one of those pre-treatment steps. So it was definitely a natural partnership, and we've definitely been working on some opportunities, and it's always a pleasure to be working with them, especially on the automation side with their subsidiary AXXON, which we work with a lot.
So I mean, are you a North American company?
Yes, SurfX is headquartered in Los Angeles, California,
right, in
Redondo Beach.
Right. And so what have you done to sort of roll it out globally and internationally? Because I mean, there's a lot of back-end packaging happening in Southeast Asia, for example. We've got pockets of it over in Europe. How do you service these markets over there?
Yeah, that's a great question. We have a global distribution network. So our factory is actually in Taiwan, in Taichung, and that's a factory that's owned by SurfX. It's SurfX Taiwan. We have about 20 to 30 employees there that manufacture our plasma. So we have an entire service network and distributors all over Asia, Southeast Asia, whether it's in Vietnam, Thailand, Korea. We also have distributors in Europe and in all different parts of the world.
Right.
So we're a global company. We have units in high volume manufacturing all over, and so we're definitely not a stranger to the idea of servicing globally.
Globally, yeah, that's great. That's great. And have you advanced anything on the gas? I mean, you said you're putting your foot down on the gas pedal, but I mean, have you changed anything in terms of the process or the gas mixture or anything like that recently?
Not necessarily. One thing that we're always looking at is how to make the process simpler for the operators. So we're very keen on making it easy for the tool operators to operate the system. We want it to be as simple as possible. So one thing that we've done is we've simplified the recipes and actually have selected less recipes for our units so that the operators can only choose the specific ones. We have many requests from our clients and customers to make sure that the operators can only choose the specific approved recipes. So all of our focus, although we could do a lot of different research and R&D into that area, we prefer to keep things simple and focus on making the best product and a specific product as opposed to making many different things or recipes that work okay. We want to make something that works really well. Really well, yeah.
Well, that makes a lot of sense for sure. Nothing like making it simple, that's for sure.
Yeah, exactly.
Great. Yeah. Well, it's great to catch up with you again, Alan, and to see the success that you're having with SurfX. And we look forward to watching your progress in the future.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Okay.
Definitely, it's definitely been a great journey. We're still growing
Yep.
a lot, and this show, SemiCon, has always been a good show for us.
Mm-hmm.
And that's been a good show this year, and next year I think it'll be even better.
Even better.
like always.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, by that time
Yeah.
the money will be starting to flow. We hope.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you, Trevor.